Hey everyone, and welcome into another episode of Fundrated. Here today, we're going to be talking about the Hackpack, which is set to solve a common office place problem. That common office place problem really boils down to age differences. It boils down to the younger generation versus the older generation, and the older generation's expectations that everything will stay the same no matter how ridiculous it is. People like my grandfather use a briefcase. I don't use a briefcase when I go to my classes at my university. I use a backpack. And I use a backpack because it is fundamentally a better object to carry other objects in compared to a briefcase. But if I wouldn't be going to my college classes and I'd be actually working in an office, which is something that I seek to do in the future, I would obviously have to have a briefcase because it's quote unquote professional. It's professional, yet it's also ridiculous because it's comparably worse than using a backpack.
Hi, my name is Kim, and my brother and I designed and created the Hackpack. I had the idea one day after work. My brother and I were complaining about how we couldn't find a bag that was professional, versatile, and could really hold everything we needed.
I call it Hackpack because it can quickly transform into 4 different styles.
So the Hackpack actually seems to solve this problem. It combines a backpack, a briefcase, a messenger bag, and a sling to make it be like one super bag. A bag that's good enough for the average, 20-something to use in their workplace because it has the briefcase component. It can look professional, and then it also has the components that make it be possible to do things like bike to work because you don't have to have a briefcase in your hand.
Once you get there, you can turn it into a briefcase or messenger bag, so you look like an actual professional. When you leave the office to go home or chill with friends, switch it back to something more convenient for the ride there.
So as I watched the 4.5-minute Hackpack video and took in a sense of how the product worked and how I could actually see it reasonably benefiting myself through these shots that they have, people using it in their own workplaces, I came to realize that maybe this project is more worthwhile than most of the ones I've previously found on Kickstarter. Now, one of the things that really grabbed me besides the cute looking dog was the fact that there are so many actors in this project. I have no idea how they acquired this many actors for a Kickstarter video. I don't know if they posted something on Craigslist or what, but I was appalled by the number of different people in this video.
You might be wondering, how on earth am I going to go from a single prototype to mass production? Well, I've been working closely with a Chinese manufacturing company from the start of this project. They're based right here in Los Angeles, where I live. I've been meeting with them on a regular basis for 16 months now. They're ready to mass produce this bag. We just need to place an order big enough to satisfy their minimum requirements.
Now, I think that's something a lot of Kickstarter projects look past, is explaining how they actually plan to get the product to the market. Everybody's like, take a look at what we have, this is so awesome, but they never explain how they plan to get the product to the market. One of the things that this video stresses and makes me believe that Hackpack will be very successful is the fact that they've already worked for months and months, I think over a year, with a manufacturing company, a Chinese one based in LA, that's going to actually get the product manufactured. So with that statement, it almost seems like the Kickstarter campaign exists as a sort of promotion. It's more of a way to sell the product in advance before it's actually released, rather than actually get money to make the product. The product's already been made. Rather, they're just trying to get some orders to come in this way. Hey, have money to put down to get the thing made in a mass production fashion. So with that said, if you take a look at the reward tiers, it's exactly what I expected. The product is actually discounted from the reward tiers compared to the MSRP. I know sometimes I do think that you pay a premium to get things early. They'll make it seem like if you want it early, you gotta pay more. But in this case, it's actually cheaper by buying it earlier. It's gonna be $100 for the Hackpack compared to the MSRP that's gonna be at $150. So comparably, you could get a good deal. Now, the backpack that I talked about earlier that I use for my college classes, it's made by Embark. I got it at Target back when the school year started for about $30, and it probably holds comparably the same amount of stuff as the Hackpack. So to pay $70 more doesn't make sense for me as a university student, but for anybody else out there in the working world, it does, and the reason comes down to style. It's far more stylish than my cheap Embark backpack that I bought at Target, and that's necessary when you're in an office workplace. The other thing for the Hackpack that I think is relatively not important, it'd be more important if it were being marketed towards high school kids or junior high kids in terms of the backpack industry, but it's the logo. The logo, in my opinion, the basic text logo, to me, is poor. Now, when it comes to professionalism, commonly just a basic text logo is more normal, but I like to look at things like Swiss Gear. Swiss Gear makes backpacks, they're pretty well known for that, and they have a very iconic logo. That cross logo is seen everywhere, and that's just, you're spotting that you know it's a Swiss backpack and it's going to be a darn good one. I can't see the Hackpack logo in that fashion. I can't see it as being a symbol of a quality backpack because the logo just isn't sophisticated enough. But again, in something that strikes overall professionalism and isn't geared towards marketing towards high school students, that logo, that symbol of quality, doesn't have to be sophisticated. And that's why I think it's actually halfway decent the way it is, but it could be better. So this project right now is actually 75% funded with days left. I do expect it to get the last $5,000 that it needs to make the goal. In fact, 2 people actually donated over $1,000 each. So that really helped him out and really got him further towards that goal. But for the Fundrated score, I would give this thing a 9 out of 10. Very, very good video. Very good product that I have to sit there and be shocked that I didn't come up with first, because it does solve a very common problem in today's society. And I do think it really does boil down to age gapping in the workplace. But I do, again, I have complaints about the logo that maybe I shouldn't have complaints about, but I do think that if you had taken the time to make a little bit cooler logo, it could have helped apply to the 20-somethings that this product is targeted at, and maybe it could have marked somewhere outside of the leather to show that this is a Hackpack and this is the symbol of a quality product. So 9 out of 10 from me. I really do like it and really do think it's going to be a great product. It'll be coming out next year, I believe in April or sometime in the spring. You guys don't want to check it out then, but I will see you guys on Thursday's episode, a special Thanksgiving one, as I'm going to be trying to upload Tuesdays and Thursdays here. I know I mentioned that I would do it on Saturdays too. That kind of fell through. We're going to stick to Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will see you guys then.